Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home, and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Under fire! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Trojans had this offense rolling. Might as well give it to him again.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lane. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
After after giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lemon. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that.
Touchdown, USC! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Glover. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Running to Green. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
To the air, it's Dampier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Utes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Flips it out to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Utes! defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's caught. It's lane. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. Finds the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a...
Oh, out of space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Floating away. The throw. Working that left side now. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Dampier. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Parker. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Mayava. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Touch pass on the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Wide open spaces. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, USC.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Zings it complete to the right. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Glover. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the 15. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He caught him.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. A tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
A design run for the quarterback. Touchdown Trojans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over Purdue. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep on the run. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. That's caught. It's Jordan. Inside the 15. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast, and let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
On the double.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Utah 24, USC 21.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Defense might bring the house here. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Uncorks one. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Spring.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the right. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Powers through the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To the tight end. Fights off the defender. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Trojans enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about it.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's going up top here late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Third down, going up top. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That